Good morning. Welcome everyone to our our weekly COVID update. Today is Monday, May 10th. I'm Maura Curran from the Select Board. We're here with Jim Boudreau and Bill Burkhead. First, just wanted to say happy belated Mother's Day to all the fabulous Scituate moms out there. It was a beautiful day, so I hope you enjoyed it. And then just one brief update. We have a Select Board meeting tomorrow night. May 11th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Pretty full agenda. We'll be there for a long time, so join us on Zoom. That's where we'll be. And one of the highlights will be a water study report, which we will be reviewing. So look forward to doing that with our water department, knowing that's a hot topic in town as well. So with that, nothing much more to report. I will turn it over to Jim.
Well, good morning. I actually have a bunch of stuff on my agenda today, so I'll go through them as quickly as possible. Effective today, May 10th, we have another change in our COVID policy statewide. Large venues such as indoor and outdoor stadiums, arenas, and ballparks that are currently open will see the capacity increase from 12% to 25%. So the Red Sox game should look a little more full when you're watching it on TV in the future. Amusement parks, theme parks, and outdoor water parks will be able to operate at 50% capacity. Youth and adult amateur sports tournaments will be allowed for moderate and high-risk sports. And singing will also be permitted indoors with strict distancing requirements. Effective the 29th, subject to public health and vaccination data, outdoor gatherings will go to 250 people and indoor gatherings will go to 200 people. Street festival parades and agricultural festivals will be allowed at 50% of their previous capacity. Bars, beer gardens, breweries, wineries, and distilleries will be subject to restaurant rules with seated service only, a 90-minute limit, and no dance floors. Also on the 29th, subject to public health and vaccination data, restaurant guidance will be updated to eliminate the requirements that food be served with alcohol and to increase the maximum number of seats at a table to 10. And currently, effective August 1st, will be the essential end of COVID guidelines for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and a return to what we call the new normal. So the numbers are going in the right direction. As of right now, again, all residents 16 and over are eligible to be vaccinated. Go to mass.gov or vaccinationsignup.mass.gov and you can register for a vaccination. Starting today, mass vaccination sites at the Heinz Convention Center, Reggie Lewis Center, Doubletree in Danvers, former Circuit City in Dartmouth, the Eastfield Mall in Springfield, and the Natick Mall are open for walk-in appointments. I just got off the phone with the Marshfield Town Administrator. Effective Wednesday, May 12th, the Marshfield Fair will be open for drive-up, no appointment vaccination. So you can start going to the Marshfield Fairgrounds on Wednesday without an appointment and get in line for a vaccination. I want to thank, really at this point, I think you should do it, is thank the town of Marshfield and Mike Moresco, their town administrator, for all the help that they've been. Not only have they done all the work setting up a regional vaccination site for the entire county, but they were kind enough to give us vaccination slots for Scituate teachers when their time came up. And then last week, they gave us slots for 16 and 18-year-old Scituate residents. And I know the schools were able to push out to try to get those people vaccinated. So they've done a lot of work. They've been a big help to us. So I want to thank Mike on that. The CDC is actually meeting on Wednesday, where they will be discussing Pfizer's application to reduce the age for vaccinations from 16 to 12. The CDC is expected to make a decision by the end of the week. And then we'll know if 12 through 16-year-olds will be eligible. Again, anybody under the age of 18 is only eligible for the Pfizer vaccine. You are not eligible for any of the vaccines at this point. Since last Monday, we have had 9 COVID cases in Scituate. That's down from 19 the last week. We are now in the green in Scituate as opposed to the yellow, so we are on the lowest risk category that the Commonwealth has in their code-colored maps. We are at 1.9% the last 14 days. Down from 2.59% previous week. So we are definitely trending in the right direction. Statewide is also going down. The state was at 1.24, down from 1.49 the previous 7 days. So keep it up. Wear your mask when you're outside near other people. Keep washing your hands. If you're sick, stay home. The numbers going in the right direction. As long as they keep going in the right direction, we'll be able to open up more and more of our businesses and our opportunities. In line with that, we have finally finished opening up our last outdoor dining opportunity on Front Street. If people go down there, they will notice that as we did last year, the parking spaces in front of the Galley restaurant have been blocked off to allow seating outside on the street. We did this at the Galley because they are the only Front Street restaurant that doesn't have sufficient sidewalk width in front of their establishment to allow seating on the street. It was very well received last year. The outdoor dining was wildly popular, so this is a way for us to help the galley as well as the other businesses increase their capacity, allow people to dine outside, which again, people seem to really love, without closing Front Street as we did last year, which caused a lot of inconvenience to some of the other businesses down there. So all the restaurants that are down there now have their outside seating. It's all set up. So please go down there, visit the businesses, have yourself some dinner. I know Fresh Fridays also started this past week, and the Chamber is preparing a whole list of summer activities. So keep an eye on the websites, keep an eye on the paper, and get out and enjoy the businesses, enjoy the restaurants on Front Street. Peggy Beach parking lot, we'll start paving that today. You'll see the contractor out there. People will notice that the entire parking lot is not being paved. This is a FEMA project. They are only reimbursing us for that part of the parking lot that was quote unquote damaged in a storm. So that is what we are paving. When we are done paving, we will make repairs to the rest of the parking lot by putting down new material and fixing it up, but it will be a huge improvement. We are working on getting that paved today. We may only do the base coat for now, come back and do the finish coat in the fall if we think we're going to get through settling. But the parking lot will be open and ready to go one way or the other for residents by Memorial Day. So there's not going to be a problem with that parking lot being closed. Cole Parkway Marina project is wrapping up. It's in our final stages. The marina is scheduled to open May 15th. We're going to meet that deadline so people will be able to put their boats back in the water for the unofficial start of the boating season in Scituate. We still need to do some work on a little overlook that we're constructing there. That will remain closed, and we will need to finish the connection for the source system for the pump out, but neither one of those will delay the opening of the marina. So starting May 15th, you can put your boats back in at both the Cole Parkway and the marina across the harbor and get back out to boating. Hopefully the weather will be nice and people will be able to get out and enjoy their boats. Cedar Point project, another project that's nearing completion. The contractor has finished installing all the laterals, the pipes, and the manholes, so that project is done with its major construction phases. He'll be out there the next couple of weeks cleaning up, loaming and seeding people's lawns that were disturbed by the construction and just generally finishing up. As I mentioned last week, we will not be paving that road right now. We will be leaving the patches. Those are some very, very wide and deep trenches, so they'll actually need to sit and settle for a few months. And then when we come back in the fall, we'll put a top coat on that and make sure it's all nice and even and straight. But it's going to have to settle for a little bit so we don't get problems with the final coat of the road. On water, we finished the majority of the flushing mains for the spring, so we're done flushing. Hopefully water dependent, we'll be back flushing in the fall. The water main construction project on Bailey's Causeway will start on Wednesday. What we're going to do there is we're going to actually loop the water main. The water main does not go across the bridge on Bailey's Causeway. When we did that culvert project, we put a sleeve in. So we're going to connect the water mains across Bailey's Causeway. That will completely change the water quality down there. We think it will really improve not only the water quality by looping that water main, but it will also significantly improve the water pressure in the mined area for fire protection. So when that's done, people should really see a significant improvement in the water quality and the water pressure in that area. The reservoirs at 3.5 inches and spilling over. A reminder that we are on our water ban effective May 1st. All watering done between 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. In-ground irrigation is limited to 1 day per week based upon your voting precinct. Average usage through the treatment plant for the last 7 days was 447,000 gallons a day. That's down from 552,000 gallons per day last year. So with the rainy weather, people aren't watering as much. That change shows you how much water we put on our lawns, which we really shouldn't be doing. We need to conserve that water. So please conserve your water. Don't put it on the lawns. As we're doing in the public service announcement for the North-South River, we have water for people, we have water for pets. We don't have water for pet grass. So please start conserving water now as best you can. Finally, two more things. With Ship Shape Day in the book, we want to just ask people to make sure you clean up after yourselves when you're on the beaches and the parks in Scituate. We had an incident a couple weeks ago where a barrel was full over the weekend and people just left their trash all around the barrel. We have more than 100 barrels out right now in Scituate. At the height of the summer season, we have more than 150 barrels out in Scituate. We have a crew that works almost full time every day in the summertime, picking up the barrels, picking up the trash. We can't be every place at once, so we need you to help out. If the barrel's full, take your trash with you. I'll find another barrel. Please don't leave it lying around. The animals get into it, they spread it, and it just gets to be a mess. People spend a lot of time and effort cleaning up on shift day. We spend a lot of time and effort cleaning up. So please don't leave your trash around. We need you to help us to keep Scituate clean. And one other reminder for people, I've been seeing on the news that this town is opening their town hall, and that town is opening their library. The town of Scituate is open. It has been open. The town hall is open. The library is open. Recreation is available for your children to sign up for the summertime. And our new Council on Aging is open. So if you need help, if you need services, come on in. You have to wear your mask, but come on in or call. We're happy to help you. So don't think we're not here just because you see that other people have been late opening back up. We're open for business, and we're here to help if you need something. That's what I have for today.
Great. That's a lot. Thank you. A lot of good information shared. Bill?
Thank you, and good morning, everybody. I'll start with our health and wellness update. Like the town, our numbers have been steadily declining, which is good news. At the schools, there were 5 reported cases last week, which is consistent with 5 the week before. We were averaging about 8 in a prior month, so those numbers are looking good for the schools. The total number of cases to date is 222 in the schools. And as Mr. Boudreau said, the dashboard indicates that surrounding towns are in green and yellow, and Scituate's in the green, which is all good news. And I encourage everyone to keep up the good work and the strong mitigation strategies. And each time we have a case, we communicate out to our school community. As far as vaccines go, we're excited to report that our students ages 16 and over were afforded the opportunity this past Saturday, May 8th, to go down to the Marshfield Fairgrounds and get vaccinated. I want to thank Mr. Boudreau and Mike, as Mr. Boudreau mentioned, for their hospitality and reaching out and allowing us that opportunity and privilege. And I know a lot of families were able to take advantage of that. So that's a very collaborative effort, and we're very much appreciative of that. I know the families that have reached out to us are also appreciative of that opportunity. Tonight we have a very jam-packed agenda for our school committee meeting. I'll share some highlights of the agenda, and hopefully you can make it. Certainly, if not, it's always available online and live on Facebook, I believe. So tonight we'll start off with celebrating student learning, which we do at each meeting. Tonight the focus will be at Wampatuck Elementary School. Mr. Adams, our new Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and I will also be making a statement on the recent incident at Gates Middle School. Our Director of Finance and Business, Mr. Dr. Bob Dutch, will also be reporting out a summary of the fiscal year 21, this current year's financial update, which is important. We'll also be having a social emotional update that will complement our last committee meeting update on our students' academic performance to date, and data that we'll share, and moves we're making to keep our kids socially, emotionally safe and healthy as we return back to school. Our Scituate High Opportunities and Resources for Education, our SHORE program, will be sharing their grant updates, which are pretty comprehensive and outstanding. So that'll be an excellent opportunity for people to hear those. And finally, we'll be introducing recommendations for our new Director of Athletics and Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum Instruction and Professional Development. Finally, I just want to give a singular shout out to our first grade students in Miss Ann Green's class at Wampatuck Elementary School for inviting me to their outstanding reading cafe last week. It was truly amazing to see the students read and act out all the different literary terms that they had learned through the course of the year. It was outside, a beautiful day. Parents were able to attend, which was nice to see. Students assumed the roles of waitstaff with an apron, notebook, menu, and they went to their respective family members, took their orders. Family choose menu items such as read a book, share a poem you wrote, and the students would then go back to their boxes of work and bring their families their order, and of course with main course and dessert. So it was great to see the kids reading to their parents, sharing their work over the course of the year, and it really made me feel good. And I want to give a shout out to Miss Green, Miss Marino, Miss Souza, Miss Flaherty, and Miss Scolistico, and also Principal Reardon for this wonderful opportunity. A great way to end my week. So Thank you all, and that's all I have for today.
Thank you, Bill. That sounds like
You.
fun. Miss seeing the little kids. When your kids get older, you miss seeing the little ones. That's
Exactly. It
awesome.
made my day. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So, and I just, on behalf of the board, I just want to thank both you and Jim, getting the town back to a green status is great to see this weekend on TV as well. So thank you both for all your hard work and your due diligence, as well as the Board of Health, Drew Schleal and his group. Everybody's just worked so hard and can't wait until August 1st. I know everybody's, looking forward to that. So with that, anything else, gentlemen? No? All right. Well, make it a great week, and we'll see you next Monday. Thank you all.